Hey guys, how's it going? So the plan for today is going to be to draw some more of the OCs that I got from you guys in my Discord server. You know, last time when I asked, I was expecting like 2 to 3 people to drop one in, and I got like 30. So we got a little bit of a backlog to get through here. All right. So first one up to bat is going to be Mr. Christopher here. I'm kind of liking the purple-yellow outfit. I think we can do something cool with that. But I say without any further ado, we do a little time skip, a little editing action, and looky there. Less than half a second passed and the sketch is already done. So I think I made him look a little older than 17, but maybe he's a super senior, you know, like why are we judging? And also in the lore, I did see he received the life force of a dragon. So therefore, in my mind, what that means is that he is absolutely shredded out of his mind. And one thing that I've been doing recently is I grab like a warm color, call it like an orange, and I just fill in the whole thing, right? So, you know, just new layer, clipping mask, and what that basically just does is can't draw outside of the layer underneath it. So it just makes it a lot easier to fill in, you know, all the colors, right? So we just grab a cheeky little skin tone, try and use the one that is in the reference, ideally. A little bit warmer. Collar good, collar good. Grab a little yellow action. Kind of almost like an orange yellow, it looks like. And then like a kind of like a dark purple. But one thing that I was also thinking about was I feel like his design wouldn't have many like straight lines. Because if we think about him having like electricity powers, right? I feel like that should probably be in his design somewhere. Not like super explicit, but you know, so you can kind of tell. So I chose a lot of like jagged edges in the hair, and in the fur is gonna be a lot more jagged as well. You know, we're just trying to draw just a hot dude at this point, so I'll take what I can get. And I'm gonna be doing the glasses last, just cause you know, I feel like it. So womp womp. Okay, we got some base colors down. Gotta throw the dyed lockage in. It looked like it was kind of like a gradient in the original, so we'll do that. We'll do that. I think, in my humble opinion, we just hop in shading. Honestly, I don't know. I think I want to do a top-down shade lighting scenario. I want one. I think. Okay, just cut all this down. So I think I want to do like a top-down lighting scenario. I just got the inkling that it'll look good with his muscles. All right. And the simplest way that I found to shade a like drawing is you just go a new layer, clipping mask, multiply, and then grab the tone of the shadow you want, and you just draw right over. I'm gonna go pretty strong with it because I'm not gonna go crazy detail, but you can see how that kind of makes it all work out. And that is how you be lazy and make an alright drawing. And hopefully, if skill issues allow, we can make this one look pretty good. So pretty much all of this is going to be shaded here. Just because we got the hair, we got the head, you know. Just simplify it up a little bit. Try to make your job easier when you can, you know. Not worried about any specifics right now, just trying to get the general feel for things. Add some detail where it matters. Give him some booba edge. Okay, so you see how we got some base colors, but you ask, why does it still look pretty bad? You know, I don't know. Let's see, and one pretty easy way to do fur, you only need to add detail on like the boundary of light and dark, right? So if you just cut in and then bring something back out, and you want to mix it up a little bit, but I like to usually go pretty big with it and not worry about any actual things that are going on, and just kind of have some fun with it, you know. Do a little scribble action. I'm telling you, scribble to success. It just works out. See, that took about 14 seconds and we're done. For now. Okay, let's add a little bit more detail to the money makers here. Might have been a little too much right there. Whoopsie, whoopsie. A little too much. Well, let's add some striations. He's lean. He's about 8% body fat, let's call it. So we get one here, and we get one here. We get the little striations up in this region. And there we go. I'll be back. I'll throw a little bit more detail in, and I'll see you with it fully rendered. Alright, boys, here's the finished Christopher. I honestly think he turned out pretty good. He's got some mean pecs on him. I mean, he's looking, I would say, alright. I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do with the background, so I just chose like a you know, basic little single color. I think it does the job. I mean, not near the main focus, so. And if you do want to follow the original creator, here's his stuff. I'll have him linked in the description as well, so give him some clout, alright? And the next OC up to bat is going to be Hilda Designer. I think the Midwest being illiterate kicked in a little bit there, but she is a badass Nordic Viking kind of character. Got a little axe, got a little shield. I mean, what else do you want, right? I've got a few ideas for poses. I'm not too sure which route I want to go. More of like a chill, kind of like portrait like this one, or more of like an action-y kind of deal. But, you know, I'll sketch it out, see whatever one goes better. Alright, so in my infinite wisdom, I definitely didn't record any of me yapping when I was just sketching, so this is what the sketch looks like, let's go! And I also definitely recorded the base colors. Nothing super crazy, I kind of like the color scheme they got going on though. The bright orange hair is definitely a choice, and I feel like it works here. I think every time I've tried to like make a character with bright orange hair, it looks really bad, but this one doesn't. So, you know, I say we just do what we normally do, toss some shading on here. One thing that to keep in mind is like to make sure you have like a clear lighting direction, because if you don't, that's a speedrun uncanny valley effect, honestly. Because anytime you add lighting, you need to know where your lighting's coming from, obviously, right? And what I used to do was like, oh, it's coming from top down. I just draw a little sun above the person, like boop, 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 you know? So then I know always that's coming from top down. I've unlocked long-term memory, so that I don't have to do that anymore. And also, when I get like full body drawings like this, I like to keep a lot of the details pretty simple, you know? You could go crazy and toss a ton of little stuff, zoom in all the way, you know, and just be like, this pixel is this. But the way I like to think of it is like 90% of the people are going to be seeing this shit on their phone, right? So it's like, if you can't see it on your phone screen, why would you put it there? For the most part. That's also helped me be like quicker with drawing overall, is not worrying about a ton of the smaller details. They are definitely fun to add in though. So I've been known to spam them, but yeah, they're not like necessary. You know what I mean? I really like, in this original design here, the asymmetrical just theme, I guess. Especially, I don't know why, but this boot, compared to this one, just chef's kiss, you know. Also, I just realized this axe is just not the right color, like, at all. What do you mean I shouldn't be making drawings at 4 a.m.? What? What do you mean, like, the colors get all fucky? What? Hooey, all the way over there. So now what we do is we make a new layer, and just add a little color variation. Alright. Right now it looks kind of flat. And I think while the shading makes sense, just not a lot going on, you know? We need to make this a little interesting. Like, I might not make good art, but at least it's not boring. Alright. I think I'm gonna call that good for some of the base stuff. So at this point, it is smaller details, highlights and stuff like that, just finer rendering. So I'm just going to speedrun that real quick and see you when it's a thing. Alright, so here's Hilda all finished up. You know, I think it turned out pretty good. A little more like anime style than I like anticipated going into it. If you want to follow the original creator, here's your spots, also going to be in the description. Up next is going to be Mr. Erios. There's a ton of lore for this guy. So here it is. Feel free to pause if you want to read it. I can't read, so I won't be doing that. But I do like his design. I don't know, I'm thinking like a portrait-y kind of deal, but I'll get to sketching. I'll see you when there's something coherent going on the page. Alright, so this is what the sketch is going to be looking like. I think it's turned out alright so far. A little bit of a hottie, but you know, I'm not against that. And here's the reference I ended up using. I think a good way to use references is just take like one thing from them. So here we're just taking just the pose. And maybe a little bit of lighting as well, just like for anatomy's sake. But, you know, nothing too crazy past that. So, kind of just like using the pose and then grafting the character on top of it. Kind of vibe. But, you know, nothing too crazy. Just time to throw some base colors on there and get to work. I was having quite a bit of trouble with his hair. But I think we got something kind of alright going on. I think it's going to look kind of mid until some of the final details. So, a little trust the process type of situation. Something recently I've been trying out is letting some of like the base color, like the orange, shine through. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep doing it, but I've had like mixed results so far, so. And even if it's a dude, there would be some blush and stuff like that and some color difference in the lips. Not as much as like if you're drawing like a baddie, but it'd still be there, so. Let's see, he's got a purple sash thing going on underneath the coat, so I'll just toss that in. And these are like little lions to hold the chain in place, but I'm gonna be lazy and just kind of scribble in the silhouette, so there we go. I think that's looking good for some base stuff. I say we just toss some shading in. I am thinking similar lighting to the reference, so more from the left. Hopefully that'll look alright. Just because we already did 2 top downs, not trying to be too boring here, you know? And this guy is a little older, so I'm going to be trying to show a little bit more wrinkles, that kind of thing. He's not like an ancient being, but really it doesn't take a lot to just help some define some more features. Just a little bit here and there, and you'll get pretty sorted. Just add a little bit more visual interest, because usually if I feel like a drawing is like falling flat or like not quite, it doesn't quite have enough going on, usually a rim light sorts that out pretty quick. Sometimes you're too cooked for that, and that's a sad day, but just gotta draw another drawing at that point. So no real specific shapes here, just kind of outlining some of the key features that I think would be facing opposite the lighting, you know, especially places that I feel like muddied up a little bit, and anything shiny as well. Just gotta think what would be reflecting light. A reference for this specifically would be very nice, but I don't have one, nor do I feel like getting one, so we're just gonna go for it. But okay, now I think it's time for some final details. And especially with long hair like this, doing strands that just go outside, you don't really have to care what they do, but just to break the silhouette up really does a lot. And let's do a quick little background. I am thinking it should be almost black, you feel me? And then since we do have this rim light here, we can just get airbrush and just brush that in. And then I'm gonna get a warm light and do it in the corner here. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on top. Just really bring the lighting together. And there we go, we got a quick little dramatic lighting scenario. Alright guys, so here's Erios all finished up. You know, I think it turned out pretty good overall, especially because I don't normally draw dudes, and also, I don't know if you would call it like more European army uniform kind of deals. Not really my typical wheelhouse, but I think it turned out alright. Here's all 3 compared to the originals. I think we did pretty good overall today. I think my favorite was Christopher. I think he just turned out the best, but that might be just because I was fresh, you know. But here's where you can follow, oh my god. You can follow all the original people in the description. You know, there'll be some of the first links down there, as well as join my Discord server, so you can be part of next time I do it, whenever. We still got a lot of them to go through, so we'll probably be doing some more of these videos, but, you know, I find them pretty fun, so might as well, right? But I think that's all I got for you guys. See ya in a hopefully not long amount of time, but that's probably a lie. But deuces.